Hello everyone, I80-386SX, and what are we looking at today? Well, this little doohickey contraption, whatever you want to call it, is supposed to broadcast wirelessly to your television, or in my case, we're going to try it with this monitor. So this will be kind of a pseudo review slash hopes of making things a little easier for you, the viewer. Why am I wasting time with this? Well, it's always good to review things and get your name out there. That's part of one of the two end games. And the second reason why I'm wasting time with this thing whatsoever is because one of my viewers, subscribers, etc. did actually put some constructive criticism in the comments of one of my videos recently. Said that whatever you were talking about, I couldn't see half the time. So I responded in kind, and hopefully using something like this, connecting my phone to it and connecting to a monitor of some kind, will allow me to see what I am doing on a bigger screen and prevent me from, whoops, I'm blah blah blahing and we're staring at a table. So yeah, that's what we're trying to prevent, and I'd like to thank YouTuber IBM Museum for, he didn't especially point it out, or I missed the video where he did point that out, but I got the idea from that channel. So we'll get right into this, and with the magic of video editing, I'm going to tripod this phone, as I'm using basically a borrowed iPhone to record this, so we can play around with the Android. So a little magic of video editing, and we will be on tripod, and we will be able to work freely. Alrighty, we are now on the tripod. Now we can face things the correct way. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I had things half out of the camera already, so that's exactly why we're trying it. A little different solution here. So let's open up the bag and let's see what it all came with. So we got a very short HDMI cable. We got a phone call coming in. I don't know who that is. If that's a customer of mine, we're not going to display that phone number. So my apologies, I'm getting the twisty tie off of this cable. I believe this is the Wi-Fi dongle that clearly says Wi-Fi on it. And last but not least, if you don't include the instruction manual, you have the device itself. So let's get right into it. Instructions are kind of thick. That's maybe a sign of good things to come. The first thing I notice is it's in Chinese. I'm sure there's an English side to all this, so we'll dig it up slowly. Alright, hardware installation. It says plug the external Wi-Fi adapter into the wireless HDMI dongle, then plug the USB port into an external 5-volt 2-amp adapter. So, well, we could do half of that right now. Here's the dongle, which I'm still trying to sort this whole thing out. Okay, it's I see what they did here. This is a Y adapter. And so this guy here will go right here. And I know I'm off camera here. So we got a Y adapter. And so you'll have to find a power brick that is powerful enough to handle this. I originally thought that this iPhone charger was going to do the trick, but ultimately it is not going to. So I'm going to have to go find a 5-volt 2-amp adapter, which I ought to have something around here that will satisfy those requirements. So With the magic of video editing, that shouldn't be a problem. So I will stop the video while I go hunt one of these down. Well, folks, that was easier said than done. I had to go find this dual adapter, which I got at a hardware store, I believe. No, I got it at Walgreens. Distributed in the USA. I thought it was made in the United States. That would have been a real nice bonus, but even the charger that came with my LG phone is not 2 amps. And I don't want a chance going under, so we'll use this dually. Alright, so I gotta figure this guy out. We'll get this thing connected. Just a USB, and I know I'm off camera at this point. Well, I'm gonna feel stupid if there was one in here the whole time, because I have a bad feeling. Had one for my Nikon camera, which is not even close to the amperage it needs. Okay, so that was not going to work regardless, so scratch that idea. And we are powered up, and the cord is so darn short that I can't show you this. But it has a little blue light. Oh God, this is short. This is terrible. Alright, quick on-the-fly adjustments. We'll move the monitor closer. There. Now we should be able to reach. I'll hook the HDMI cord up to it. It probably doesn't say anything about it, but we'll do it anyway. Alright, so you see the edge there? So here we go. So we did that. So now, connect the wireless screen mirroring receiver into an HDMI input on your TV. Well, here is a slight issue here that I'm hoping doesn't come into a problem here in the very near future. Well, there's 2 problems. There's one with the light. But this monitor doesn't actually have the HDMI port on it. It has DVI and VGA. So I bought one of these guys as well, this HDMI to DVI. And one lucky bounce, or a little too good to be true, this has HDMI female, yeah, to DVI. So let me go connect that real quick. And let's hope that this works. All right. Monitor on. Okay, so it says default source DVI. It's still scanning, no signal. Scanning, no signal. And this is unfortunate. Let's see if we power this device off and on again and see what happens. Little disclaimer, I wasn't sure if this idea was actually going to work. And it doesn't appear that this idea is going to work. You'll have to give it a minute or so here. Or this item is defective. We can't rule out that possibility either. It may have a monitor with HDMI on it. I'm not 100% sure at this point. Yeah, it looks like this idea of mine is not going to work using the adapters of which I used. So that is quite unfortunate. The device itself has a solid blue light on it at this point. So let me see about getting some kind of VGA input, and we'll go from there. All right, it's the bottom of the ninth. You're down by 2 runs, 2 outs, 2 strikes. So now I am hooked to my smart television. And boy, did I just sound like that's the ultimate dad way of saying that one. So let's see what we got. There we go. Single click to select language. Well, this will be fun. I wish it would work on a darn monitor, but maybe once we get set up past this point, maybe it will. So, with the magic of video editing, we'll set something up a little bit more permanent, and we will go through the screens, and hopefully this won't be too bad. Alright, somehow, some way, I'm supposed to single click something here. Let's go back to our old instructions. So, oh, there's a button on the device itself that allows you to select the language. So, you'll see my ugly face perhaps, and yeah, now what the hell they're talking about. Single click. Oh, there is a button next to the power. That's supposed to be your single click. Oh, shit. And it works not good at all. There we go. Alright, so this is fun. So it says turn on phone's Wi-Fi settings. We're supposed to go to this wireless network, which we'll do now. This Miracast screen, blah, blah, blah. We'll put in this really secure password, 123456778. And it says go open mobile browser to 192.168.203.1. So we shall do that. And at this point, it asks you for what your wireless network on the phone. So I will try to do this without showing you what my actual wireless network is. It's asking for SSID and password. So we will put that in. Alright, let's see if it connects. And this is a 2.4 gigahertz only, so that is a limitation of this device. And if you can see any of my ridiculous mess around the TV, I do apologize. I don't watch the TV very often while I'm down here. And, well, I have better things to do than clean, apparently. And I probably should take some time off and clean, but, yeah, who wants to clean? So at this point, my phone connected back to my regular wireless network. It sees, and it looks like if you look on the right, I'm hoping that it shows. It'll show up in the upper right of orange. It'll say like X0 2.4, and then it'll say your network. And mine ends with WK and begins with 86. So now we have to download, it says in the lower right, this Easy Mira app. So let's do that. It does say install, so let's do that. It's got a rating of 3.6 stars, so I don't know what to think of that, but we shall see. Downloading the app right now on my phone. At some point I hope to get some Android device that is dedicated just to this the recording of videos. That seems to be the most inexpensive option to go without killing on the camera quality. Alright, so Miracast guidelines for dongle. Switch press the button to switch to Miracast mode. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but say Miracast ready. So let's try to press the button, see what we can do here. This is wonderful. Press the button, which I did. Says it's connecting. And the screen went black, so I don't know if that's good or bad. And yep, that did kind of what I wanted it to do. Let's see if we can rotate. Oh, perfect. So that's good. We are now connected to my phone. And we are now going to go into the camera. This is the part that's really important. Well, we're not going to see my mess here in direct times here. So I am going to do something stupid and walk in front of the camera. If I... might be my only option. Nope, we're going to walk around. There's a path back. Around the back. Voila. As you can see, you see the monitor. Let's see what it does with records. Perfect. So now we are recording on the Android phone. Let's see how good it is with detail. Although it really doesn't have to be for your sake, but it looks great on my screen, the phone screen, and it's clear as a bell. And you can read those numbers as clear as day. So at the end of the day, if I could somehow get this device so I could get it to display, I believe what's happening, we'll kill the screen sharing for now. I think personally what is happening is it says 4K in the upper left. I think if we could get this to display down to 1080p, like the phone is, then I think this device will work like gangbusters. There is also a possibility that if we connect a computer up to this, it might work better, and then it can do a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I'm just speculating at this point, but it was pretty easy to get to that point, and anybody with any ounce of technical expertise could probably set this up. So that looked fine, and I'll do a short one more recording here again, just so they can see it on Amazon. Right, so without wasting any more time, let's reconnect to our screen. Go to Easy Mira. This will, unfortunately, there's another knock on this, and I'll show you. This is an advertisement-ridden piece of junk. And once you get past the advertising junk, you press connect in the bottom. You're unable to find your device. Please press the button on your device to switch to Android mode. Okay, cool. So we'll just click on that. We'll turn screen sharing back on. And now it's automatically trying to share. And there we are. We're back online. Oh, shoot. I should have, maybe the phone will do that. There we go. So there we go. This is for Amazon, this part of it. So we are sharing our screen from our phone. Works like gangbusters. Oh, that's kind of cool. We got a effect going on here. Alright, we're going to stop this. And I just ultimately put the lock screen on. Okay, that's kind of cool. And you get to see some of the mess anyway, so okay, I got a little bit of technical work to do. I'm hoping that I'm going to ultimately disconnect the app here. So now that we got this set up, I think that I may be able to knock the settings down to 1080p, and monitor will at that point see it. I know it can do 1920 by 1080. I did test that out before I did this. I did have a device connected to this monitor, just a regular computer, so I know the monitor itself is fine. So, all right, so that's pretty much it. Just a real quick things I'm trying to do to improve the experience on this channel. Maybe at some point I'll actually clean and make it even better for everybody. I don't know, but we'll see. But anywho, if I can get this to work on a monitor, or maybe I have to go buy a cheap TV or something, I think I think this device will work great. So this will definitely improve my videos and improve your viewing experience. So you get to see all the compact computers until you are blue in the face. And hopefully, when I'm going blah blah blah, you can actually see what I'm blah blah blahing about. Pardon my unprofessional way, snarky way of saying it, but hey, that's who I am. So if you have any questions, comments, or if you have constructive criticism, again, feel free to leave them in the comment section. This little $30 device, well, actually, let me go look that up for real, and I can actually share it with you. So how about that? I'll go find my Amazon app. And your orders. Hope I could show it without my personal information. There we go. Let's go find the app again. See, this device was $28.99. If I were to buy it today, I could get it here on Wednesday within 3 hours and 57 minutes. Well, no, I said that totally back. So, yes, if I were to buy this in the next 3 hours and 57 minutes, I would get this device on my doorstep on Wednesday afternoon. But since I already have another one, that's kind of a moot point. So, all right, so for real this time, I am going to disconnect, and that'll be it for the video. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, constructive criticism, that's what the comment section is for. So thank you again for watching the channel. Well, folks, there's a little bit of a bonus round here. So after I said I was done here, I did a IP scanner to see if I could find this device in my network, and I just used a freeware tool to do that, and it came up the Miracast was on 192.168.2.110 on my network. So I went to the resolution, and I'm going to change this over to 1920 by 1080 60p. TV still good. You'll take my word for it, but display mode, go to screen, such great compatible mode. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. You know what? Let's do one thing at a time. We won't turn anything else on. So we'll stop this here, and we'll connect this to the monitor and see if it actually picks it up now. And a little update. Ye of no joy. We are still dark. Come on. Turn that bad boy back on. And survey says no joy. I use both the HDMI to DVI adapter and I used a powered VGA. Somehow it's getting power. I can't tell you how that's exactly happening, but I use that, and unfortunately we are still at a standstill here. So I have one more trick up my sleeve before I go out and buy monitors and any other horse shit I may be able to think of here. So let's go do that. I tried a couple other tricks off the camera involving USB power cables and using one of those Dell HDMI to DVI adapters, and I've had absolutely no luck with it. So this is my last trick, is to use an HDMI capture device on a computer and see if we can get this thing to broadcast out. So I will do that. I will get this hooked up to a computer and we'll see what we can do. Well, theory almost panned out, because we are using the capture device on the monitor. It looks like absolute trash, but yeah, who cares? It is quite laggy though. I'm not sure if that's a product of the HDMI capture device that I'm trying to use, or if there are other factors at bay, but I think the best thing at this point is to simply go get an HDMI monitor directly and see if that makes a difference, because you can see the time is stuck at 50 for quite a while, 54. It's definitely a lag, so unfortunately, really, there's no way to get this on a monitor unless it's HDMI from what it looks like. So that's gonna be it. So unfortunately, bonus round is kind of a bleh here.